Ladies, I'm here on the show to, sorry, as I was saying, I am here on the show to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves beating the Denver Nuggets, 117, 108 reaction. A huge win in the West standings, a statement win for Minnesota. They used really a balanced scoring attack. They really surged with that big second quarter, 36-19. To really get this victory, because Denver had a really good first quarter, outscored them 31-22, and you look at the third quarter, even up at 32, and then they won then fourth quarter 27-26, but the second quarter was the difference. 36-19, they got outscored, but it was just a balanced scoring attack, man. Like, McDaniels had 20, Edwards had 21, Divinchenko had 17, Gobert had 7 and 15, Randall had 14, Naz Reid had 11, DeSumo had 9, Highland had 18. He was phenomenal off the bench, made 6 shots, hit all three of his 3-pointers, but such a balanced scoring attack, man. They play 8 players, 6 of them scored in double figures. For Denver, it was kind of just mostly Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, and I guess Christian Brown. Tim Hardaway chipped in, with 17, but besides those 4 guys, not really much else, honestly. And they only made 6 threes, while Minnesota made 14 and shot 54% overall. It's kind of the Denver defense you're used to seeing, where they struggle, and they really did most of this game. Their defense really struggled. But the Wolves credit them using a really balanced attack, and I think this team can go far in the West, man. Like, they have a really good starting lineup. They have 3 scorers off the bench: Bones Highland, DeSumo, and Naz Reid. For all the sometimes mattering struggles against inferior opponents, the Timberwolves have shown time and time again they're capable of locking in and taking out some of the best teams in the NBA. They did that today on the road in Denver. They really rode, like I said, dominant second quarter to a 117-108 victory on national TV. Edwards led the league with 21 and 6, but he was far from alone on a day where the entire 8-man rotation contributed. McDaniels with 20. He was actually a game high plus 20 in the plus minus. Randall had 14, 9, and 7. Rudy Gobert scooped up 15 boards. Highland and Divinchenko, they combined for 35 points with 8 3-pointers. The Sumo had some buckets in transition. Naz Reid scored 9 of his 11 points in that fourth quarter. So he showed up. Everybody really showed up, man, contributed. I thought Jokic did his thing for Denver, like he had 35, 13, and 9. They won Jokic its minutes, but they won his minutes, which he played 37 by 4 points, and lost the 11 minutes he sat by 13. Well, Jamal Murray scored 22 points, but he needed 25 shots to do it. Christian Brown played well, and Tim Hardaway, but Cam Johnson, scoreless in 23 minutes. And the Nuggets only hit 6 3-pointers as a team. They took 22 for the game. Cam Johnson 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. I thought this trade could be good for him, but man, that trade is not working out for them, man. Trading Michael Porter, because Cam Johnson's been absolute cow shit with Denver. He's been awful. He can't even make threes, man. But this is a key win, man. Both these teams come to the game, I believe, were 37 and 23. The Timberwolves now get their 38th win, while Denver still has 37. And in the Western Conference standings, that's big, because Denver went 3-1 against Minnesota this season, and thus holds the tiebreaker between the two teams. The Wolves are now effectively 3rd in the West standings after this game. But yeah, this is it was a fun game early on, but after the first quarter, it was pretty much all Minnesota controlling this game. The final score ended up being close, but it didn't really feel like it was close. And these last couple days with basketball recaps, man, these games really haven't been all that close. But yeah, Denver had a 31-22 lead for first quarter, 13-4 from Jokic. But in the second quarter, the Wolves just absolutely took off. They used an 11-0 run to tie the game. They get buckets from Highland against his former team. Remember, he used to be on Denver. But not long after that, they then put together a 12-0 run, punctuated by Randall on a block that led to an Edwards 3. And in total, they have a 36-19 second quarter. They take an 8-point advantage into the locker room. From there, all Minnesota had to do was play things evenly, which they did. Devinchenko, in the third quarter, he hit 4 of his 5 3-pointers. And then you had a spurt from Naj Reid that was key in that fourth quarter. So they really played balanced in the first half. Then the third and fourth quarters, it was kind of Devinchenko and Naj Reid, Bones Highland Sumo at points. But one key for Minnesota all game was getting out in transition. They had 30 fast break points to just Denver's 6, and this was without question one of the Wolves' best wins of the season, both due to the opponent and the way all 8 of their top guys came to play. This version of the Timberwolves can be a contender to me, because all 8 rotation guys for them can be impactful. From Anthony Edwards to Dante Devinchenko to Jaden McDaniels to Julius Randle to Rudy Gobert to Naj Reid, Bones Highland, Ayo DeSumo. This can be like a championship caliber team. As for Denver, I don't know, man. Like, Jokic and Murray can only do so much for this team. Christian Brown was good today, and Tim Hardaway, but you need Cam Johnson to step up at some point. Like, he can't be having these games where he's not making shots and just being useless out there. They just don't have enough, in my opinion. Like, Jokic and Murray can only do so much, and if Murray's inefficient like he was today, it's just going to be hard for Jokic to carry this entire team. Like, Cam Johnson doesn't do anything. Julian Strawther. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't think this Denver team's good enough, because sometimes their clutch offense isn't great when it's a close game, and then their defense was really a problem in this game. But the offense, really outside of Jokic, was kind of a problem. And I guess Jamal Murray, but he was inefficient. I should just say Tim Hardaway. Other than those two, was held pretty inefficient. But yeah, it was an alright game. Back and forth first half there. Denver has a really good first quarter, but then Minnesota has a really good second quarter. And then it was just kind of played evenly on from there. So really the game recap. But let's go over the stat sheet. So Denver improves to 38-23, or Minnesota, improves to 38-23, 18-12 on the road, scored 117 points, 22 in the first quarter, 36 in the second quarter, 32 in the third quarter, and 27 in the fourth quarter. Denver drops to 37-24, 16-12 at home, scored 108 points, 31 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter, 32 in the third quarter, and 26 in the fourth quarter. So for Minnesota, Julius Randle, 14 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Jay McDaniels, 20 points, 9 of 12 from the field. Gobert, 7 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 of 8 from the field. Devinchenko, 17 points, 5 of 10 from the field, and 3. Anthony Edwards, 21 points, 6 assists, 9 of 19 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. Naj Reid, 11 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds. Ayo DeSumo, 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 assists, 2 steals. Bones Highland, 18 points, 6 of 7, 6 of 7, 6, 7. 3 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 at the line. They shot 54%, 14 of 36, 39% from 3, 11 of 19, 58% at the line, 41 boards, 33 assists, 13 turnovers, 11 steals, 5 blocks, 7 overboards, 34 D-boards, and 21 fouls. For Denver, Cam Johnson, 0 points, 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, ran 23 minutes of cardio. Jokic, 35 points, 15 of 26 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. Jamal Murray, 25 points, 9 of 22, 2 of 6 from 3. Christian Brown, 15 points, 5 of 9 from the field. Julian Strawther, 2 points. Zeke Naji, 2 points. Valanciunas, 2 points. Hardaway, 17 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Valanciunas was 0 for 1. Zeke Naji was 1 for 3, and Strawther was 1 for 4. Bruce Brown, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 6 from the field. Jalen Pickett, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field. They shot 48% from the field, but 6 of 22, 27% from 3, 20 of 27, 74% in the line. 44 boards, 21 assists, 13 turnovers, 2 steals, 4 blocks, 11 overboards, 33 D-boards, and 14 fouls. So yeah, that's really all I got to say for this game here. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Next time out, peace. And I'll recap the NASCAR Cup race to end the night.